Right, so we got the Olympics. Everybody's, favorite time where we pretend that all the other stuff going on in the world does not matter because, hey, we can all get along in order to get this gold, silver, bronze. But hey, if you playing for second or third, I was like, what are we doing here? If you're not first, you're what? Probably, getting something to eat. But anyway, like I said, our favorite time where we're able to just see these different countries and not realize that there's beef amongst any of them. And with that being said, we have the basketball team. And with that, they have had sort of a little bit of a rocky time through their little preliminaries, which I mean, hey, the preliminaries, they're just preseason games, they're just practice. Where it's like, hey, no need to trip. We are just cleaning some Dutch bunnies out. We're just over here getting rid of some knots. We're just over here, making sure that everything is oil is ready to go. Shined up. Anyway, with that, I was like, we've sort of seen that they have struggled against like South Sudan, against Germany. I was like, that first game against Canada. We're kind of close, so they turned it on. But hey, Canada, there's actually some people with some talent, like NBA players there. So is with Germany. I was like, Serbia was like, nah, that wasn't too bad. Which is going to be their first matchup. Um, yeah, so it's like, but against South Sudan, while there is a couple NBA players there, I was like, it got really close. Now, granted, I was like, they was out here doing that three ball, and they are tall as hell. Uh, Whereas we haven't really been shooting three ball, and LeBron, old ass, is over here putting them on his back because he got to do it like that. And I feel like, in a way, that's like awesome, good. We have a vet that can. It's also disturbing because it's like, wait, I thought the young one was supposed to wait. Who we going to? All right, and B's been like a little shaky here and there. All right, cool. Which I mean, I was like, I was like, and maybe we'll see this. I think matchups should depend on who really starts. Like you know, like guess what? When they play France, that one's gonna be tricky. But where you probably have to, I was like, you have to have Embiid and probably AD. But I was like, with Jokic, you throw out Joel Embiid. I was like with Germany, AD, they got more movable. Their bigs are like a lot more mobile. So I'm like, play with your matchups as well. But hey, it was been a struggle. Um, yeah, so we got Serbia coming up or whatever like that. I think I was like, I think they got. I forgot who else they said that was like next after that. But do I expect them to win it all? I don't know. I don't know. One, obviously, as you can see, the talent around Europe and other places have gotten better. Uh, while we still sort of have the best talent, the roster is kind of, I was like, this does seem like one of those where you have like so many stars that you're expecting us just to do it when it's like something's just a little off. Now, like I said, preliminaries. They come out and just start washing everybody out of here with no problem. But boy, don't don't none of y'all lose. No Lyles is out there in the back corner, just like can't wait for one of y'all to slip up. As soon as y'all lose one, like oh yeah, y'all would totally win against the world. Yeah, that's about to be. That's going to be the whole thing. If they win gold, it sucks for them. I mean, as far as because it's like they win gold. I'm not gonna say that we're just looking at them like they won gold, good job, you supposed to, or not like that. But at the same time, it's kind of like you want a cookie for winning when you're supposed to. But I do think with this team is expected while not being expected at the same time. So therefore, you know, we're gonna have to see how some of these games come out. Cause I was like, if it just blowouts, yeah, nobody's gonna end up caring. But I was like, if they're close games and they're able to still come out with a winning record at the end of it, then hey, that's gonna be a gold medal that everybody gonna feel like you deserve. Um, but like I said, boy, don't slip up. Cause I let that know Lyles with the whole world championship thing, which I think he has a point. I was like, what his point is a point, because he's basically saying that if you this to me, this is what he means. This is the world championship. That was the NBA championship. Like, don't try to say all the people in the world go to the NBA. That's where the best league is. That's like, yeah, but that's not world. That's not me competing against. That's not competing against other places and stuff like that. That's what he's talking about, and this what that is. And I was like, when he races against other people from the world. I was like, look, some of y'all on in there with this is dumb and to be reaching for whatever it is that y'all trying to get the dude on. I'm just telling you, don't let USA lose out here, cause that boy we're gonna be ready to gun up on you with that blue eye white dragon in attack mode. Anyway, take your life points. So, with that being said, do I see them making it out alive? All right, all right. No church in the world. I'm sorry. I was like, also, if they play that song while they in Paris, y'all wildin'. Sorry, going off on a tangent. I actually know. I think there's a. I was like, I think they're going to lose. I think, especially like, I think you can get them right now. Because I was like, they haven't been shooting the ball particularly well. I was like, they're like, they said the three ball has been really bad. And I was like, they don't really have 3-point shooters, really, to be honest. Like, Curry is really the 3-point shooter. Like, I was like, Joel Embiid is not. I was like, all those guys can shoot threes. That's the difference. They can shoot threes. They're not 3-point shooters. I was like Tatum and Embiid, Booker. I was like, even though Booker is like really, I was like, he likes to shoot a lot of mid ranges. I was like, we also see him as a 3-point shooter, but also the way he gets his shots up. I mean, that's what his role is basically, to be on the team. Really, is to be a 3-point shooter. And I was like, he's really second in line. He could do it, but I was like, he's not a 3-point shooter in a way that, like, if this team would have had Clay from like a few years ago, would that suck? Cause I was like, if we would have had Clay from a couple years ago, he'd be on this team. It'd be a different ball game. But yeah, Curry's really your only 3-point shooter. I was like Derek White. You could throw him in there too, but I was like, I see him as a guy that is perimeter oriented. But I was like, I'm not over here also just being like he's a 3-point shooter when of him being that role here, because the thing is that his role is similar to it is on the Celtics, but at the same time is not, because I'm like, it's like you need to shoot these threes here at the Olympics than with the Celtics. I was like, your role here is like you need to do this here because of your role here than when you're on your team. And it's like, yeah, but you can also do this here, the flow with this. I was like, that teammate, is not going to score, or this teammate is not going to do anything. He passes this way, where everybody is sort of like the star player on their team, so they got to figure each other out in a different way. So that's why I said at this beginning, I still think they can still get got. Now, if you don't let them eke out some wins, where it's just like, oh, they just got by Serbia, oh, they just got by Puerto Rico. I think that's one of them that they said. Like, don't let them get like them like wins and then they start where it's just like, whew, they should have lost, but they pulled out with a win. Cause then by the end, I was like, I think they're gonna have it too much in order to lose. But I'm just saying, I was like, Australia, I think, was a close game as well. I'm just saying, I was like, I think a lot of teams, I was like, can get them. I was like, right matchup and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be a tough medal. But I think they're gonna lose. But will they still get go? Cause I was like, I think you can have a loss, right? A loss. Beforehand, then all of a sudden, then I was like, it's been a while. I was like, obviously 4 years since I've really watched the games or whatever like that. But I was like, I think they'll get to the gold medal game. I think they will go to the gold medal game. I think somebody's gonna get them on the way there. But I think depending on where they get them. But I think they still good. I think they're still fine. I was like, you got a lot of competition out there. Like I said, France, where they just gonna have big ass lineups. They gonna be big as hell. They gonna be big as hell. Cause I'm like, you can play Rudy and Victor at the same time with Batum and Fournier there. I was like, Canada, I just don't think they have enough uh, wings. They got enough. I think they got enough guards, but I don't think they got enough wings and a big man to really uh, play against the U.S. Um, yeah, I was like Australia. I was like they played them tough. I think Germany because they got the Wagner boys. Was how Shaq say the Wagner boys. Uh, there was Schroeder. I was like I was like they gave them a tough spell. I could see it. I was like, but they play them again. I think they will have. So I was like I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes against Serbia. I was like they should be able to ink that one out. To be honest, I was like I was like yeah. I was like I think as much as the crap has been getting, hey, maybe we'll see it here that hey, he ready to go up against this Joker. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. How excited are y'all about the men's basketball Olympics? Or the Olympics in general. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, if I'm able to catch enough stuff on Olympics, maybe I'll start talking about some of it. Cause I was like, I used to watch a lot, kind of harder now because they play at these different times or whatever. So we'll see how Olympic talk goes. I was like, but I'll be here for the basketball though. But we'll see how this goes. Do y'all think they're gonna make it with an unbeaten record? Do you think they over here being like silver? They playing for number 2. Who's gonna get them that you think? I was like, who's sneaky up on that? I was like, hit me with some info. But until then, peace. I'm out.